proteins, okay? So we already figured out what a protein is. We've already decoded that lie that they're lying about the fact that you need to have protein in your body. And we're going to keep breaking that down, but we already went through protein. All right, now, but they're telling you, pay attention, that you need, keyword, need this protein in your body. You need this food in your body. When we looking up fat, they say the body uses fat as a fuel source, and fat is the major storage form of energy. So once again, what are they telling you? They are persuading your black ass into believing that you need fat in your body. You need fats in your body. You need proteins in your body. You need now we're on carbohydrates. Let's see what carbohydrates is, right? Because you don't need none of this shit in your body. You don't need fats. You don't need proteins. You don't need carbohydrates. All that is bad for your body, okay? So the question is, hold on, we on what are carbohydrates? All right, they tell us that carbohydrates is where we get all our energy from. Basically, right? In so many words. So let's see what are carbohydrates. Flip the camera around. Let's go. You bet. What are carbohydrates? Let's go. We're going to click the dots, people. We're going to click dots, man. We're going to click dots. This biology class right now. All right. Let's go to Wiki. What Wiki got to say? All right. Wiki says a carbohydrate is a biomolecule consisting of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. All right. Remember I told y'all, what are our bodies made of, people? Carbon. All right, and carbon is what? The basis from which all life forms. All right, the carbon is the dark matter energy in us, right? The God DNA in us, right? And when we look up carbohydrates, they're telling you carbohydrates is a biomolecule consisting of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms. All right, now check peep game. Let's look at something real quick. Hold on, I want y'all. Let's look at something real quick, right? All right, let's look at something real quick. When you look up what are carbohydrates? All right. Hold on. We look at what foods are carbohydrates. All right. They tell you that carbohydrates are found in a wide array of both healthy and unhealthy foods. So they tell you carbohydrates is in everything. It's in bread, beans, milk, popcorn, potatoes, cookies, spaghetti, soft drinks, corn. It's everywhere. All right. They telling you carbohydrates is in everything. All right. All right. That's what they telling you. Now let's see what they say. What does a carbohydrate do? We have to break down the science of this, people. We have to, because carbohydrates is what we put in our body. We have to break down the science of what we are actually putting in our body, and that's what I'm showing you, the science, all right? Because you're about to find out that what you're putting in your body, none of it you need, none of it is good for you, okay? So why do you need carbohydrates? They are telling you that carbohydrates are your body's main source of what? Energy, okay? I repeat, why do you need carbohydrates? Carbohydrates are your body's main source of what? Energy. They're supposed to help fuel your brain, your kidneys, heart muscles, and central nervous system. That's what they're telling you. So when they're telling you this, they have just given you a reason for why you need to be intaking carbohydrates, okay? Now, they're telling you why you need to intake proteins, they're telling you why you need to intake fats, and they're telling you why you need to intake carbohydrates, and all three of these things fall under the definition of food, all right? And you have to eat their forms of food in order to get these nutrients, right? That's what they're telling us and teaching us, that we have to eat their food in order to get this carbohydrate that we need, because it's the main source of energy, or to get these fats that we need to help store energy, or to get this protein that we need, because protein is one of the 19 major amino acids, and it's one of the essential building blocks of life. But that's why I showed y'all the fucking silverback gorilla to just shatter that before the lecture even take all the way out. All right, because that'll jump right over people's head. They'll tell you that, and without research, you can research basic animals around you and see just how many animals around you exist without taking in no form of protein. Protein doesn't even fucking exist. It's man-made in the lab. It's a chemical, just like carbohydrates are chemicals. These are chemicals. That's why they do have good carbs and bad carbs. So they say, all right. But carbohydrates consist of what? Sugars. Stay focused, people. Stay focused. No, we on their ass. Stay focused. Stay focused. Because what is a sugar? What is sugar? What is sugar? All right. Let's go to Wikipedia, people. Let's go to Wikipedia. What is sugar? All right. Because see, like I said, we think we know these things, but we don't know the science behind these things we intake. So what is sugar? Okay. Wiki clearly says that sugar, which is a form of carbohydrates, sugar is the generic name for sweet-tasting soluble carbohydrates. So sugar is a form of a carbohydrate, okay? Many of which are used in food. Table sugar, granulated sugar, or regular sugar refers to sucrose, and it's composed of glucose and fructose. Simple sugars, also called mono something, include glucose, fructose, blah, 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 whatever. Miss me with all the big words bullshit, because we can break all that down. Let's stay focused on sugar. It's the generic name for sweet-tasting soluble carbohydrates, okay? Because this is how they get us, people. They get us with these words, right? We be seeing these words and we don't do no research. We don't research no words. No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't even know. We be like, oh, sugar. It's sugar. We put some sugar in my tea. Let me get some extra sugar in my Kool-Aid. But sugar isn't even natural, all right? Sugar is another man-made chemical, all right? You have natural sweeteners like natural honey that bees make, for example, all right? So sugar is another carbohydrate, all right? And if I'm trying to tell you that carbohydrates are not natural to the planet, fats, proteins, carbohydrates that we intake, all three substances, all these molecular structures are what they say are food. And then they give us all these motherfucking reasons for why we need to intake this into our system, okay? Stay focused, people. Stay fucking focused. Because I'm going to show y'all what y'all really putting in y'all system, because I'm included, right? We didn't know what food was. Don't forget, fodder, where does food come from? F-O-D-D-E-R. That's the etymology of food. And what is that? Dried hay for cattle or livestock. So ask yourself, why are they even naming it food? All right? Stay focused, people. Stay focused. Stay focused. We about to get deep. We about to get deep. What is starch? Because sugar is something they say we need, right? It's a carbohydrate, right? Starch is something they say we need, right? They put starch all in the food. So we need to find out what the stuff for these compounds really are that we put inside our system, people. So let's find out what is starch. Because see, they don't like us when we intelligent. Nah, they don't like us when we black and intelligent. They don't like when we ask questions. They don't like when we use this for this. They want us to use they want us to use this for bullshit. They want us to use this here technology to sit here and talk shit to each other, gossip, spread negative imagery, share all the negative bullshit. They don't want us to build and engage and enlighten ourselves and enlighten our craniums and find out this war and what they really have been doing to us, you feel me? Which is over with now, but I still have to show you why you don't need to be taking this into your system. You don't really know unless I show you the science behind it, all right? So stay focused. We on starch. What is starch? What is starch? We're going to tie everything together. Everything going to make sense. Where my pointer go, man? What is starch? Okay? What do they have to say about starch? Starch is what? Starch or amylum is a polymeric carbohydrate. So starch is another what? It's another carbohydrate, people, consisting of numerous glucose units joined by glucosidic bonds. All right? So what you need to focus on is that starch is another motherfucking carbohydrate. All right? Starch is another carbohydrate. Somebody said anything white not good for you. Definitely not, because they bleaching it. But starch is another carbohydrate, people. So if you didn't know, all right? Starch is another carbohydrate. And carbohydrates are bad for you. You do not need carbohydrates at all. All right? Why is starch bad for you? Why is it bad for you? All right? Let's see. Let's see if Wiki gonna tell us. All right? Why is starch bad for you? All right? This is why. Diets high in refined starches are linked to a higher risk of diabetes, heart disease, and weight gain. I repeat. Why is starch bad for you? Starch is in every... Hold on. Do they not put starch and sugar in all our food? I just told y'all that we don't need sugar. The real sweetener was honey, naturally. The ancestors had honey because we created the bees. Okay, somebody mentioned about the color white. Anytime you see something being white, yes, it's been dyed. Okay, so they put sugar in the food. All right, they're giving us starches. All right, proteins in our body. They tell us that we need carbohydrates. All right, hold on. Let's stay focused. These are all the things that they say our bodies need, people. All right, diets high in refined starches are linked to a higher risk of diabetes, heart disease, and weight gain. In addition, they can cause blood sugar to spike rapidly and then fall sharply. This is especially important for people with diabetes and prediabetes, since their bodies can't officially remove sugar from the blood. All right? Keep in mind, they created every disease. Diabetes, all this shit is man-made diseases. But and all it comes from the eating of the food. Every disease comes from the food that you put in your body, the mucous membranes that are infected from these parasites in the food that we intake into our temples, because we are electrical motherfucking beings. All right? We're electrical beings. So they wasn't lying to us, y'all, when they said this is why we don't need pork and beef and all this stuff. All right? We are electrical beings. I keep telling y'all this. Dr. Sebi died telling y'all that. All right? But when you hear electrical beings, you don't understand the breakdown. So that's why we started with what is fucking food. Okay? Even the term food, it comes from the root word. It comes from fodder, F-O-D-D-E-R, which is what? Dried hay. And it's meant for who? Cattle or who? Livestock. So just the fucking name, food, lets you know exactly what that is. And then when we break it down, it breaks down to what? Proteins and carbohydrates and all these fats. But once you see we diving into these proteins that they say we need in our body, and you don't need protein at all. But they lie and tell you that you need protein to get you to take these poisons into your body that's fucking you up metaphysically. I just showed you the fucking gorilla lives 115 years and that nigga ain't eating no peanut butter out there. The nigga ain't frying no eggs. He ain't doing none of that. All right, the gorilla in the motherfucking middle of nature just eating plants and branches all day. And he, you see what I'm saying? He's nice and strong, right? Because see what proteins do is they actually weaken us. They weaken you. They don't make you stronger. You don't need proteins. They weaken your ass. All right? Along with, yes, fodder. Food comes from, look up the etymology of food. I just did it. It comes from what? It breaks down to F-O-D-D-E-R. All right? Fodder, which is dried hay meant for motherfucking cattle and livestock. Okay? So if you're not livestock and you're supposed to be a human being, this is for my guys who don't believe you're gods. If you're still a black and Latino person, you're like, I'm a human being. Okay, well, I'm still talking to you. So for my black and Latino people that think they are human beings, okay, ask your human being, ask yourself, say, hey, self, all right, what the hell is really going on? Why are they telling me that something I need to intake daily is made for livestock if I'm supposed to be a human being? Because livestock and human beings are two different motherfucking things. I repeat, livestock is what you give the title for animals. Human beings are human beings. Okay? So, But keep trusting these bitches. Keep trusting these bitches. Keep trusting these bitches. I'm gonna make y'all real mad tonight. That's what I like to do. I'm gonna either wake you up or make you mad. So we figured out why starch bad for you. We know why starch bad for you. Let's keep going though. Cause we got some non-believers in here tonight. Oh, now this gonna fuck y'all brain up. What is fiber? Now, fiber is it's some homework, y'all. This homework for y'all right here, this question. Because I don't want to answer everything for y'all. I want y'all to use y'all minds. I'm here to just activate memories, all right? What is fiber? Because this food spell that they have on us, it runs deep. And people don't even understand that we don't even need to eat food. That's the craziest fucking thing. When you find out that we don't even need food. We don't literally need food. Not us. All we need is water and photon energy. And the fruits that grow from the planet, you know, that's just like a little snack. We can eat that. Right? We can take it in, but that's not what we need. What our body demands is water and goddamn it, electrical energy, electrical charges, because we are electricity. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. So let's stay focused though. Let's stay focused, you know. So what is fiber? What is fiber? Come on. What the definition at? What is fiber? What exactly is fiber? What is fiber? Give us the definition. All right. Come on, Wiki. What Wiki at? Let's go to Wiki. Because see, fiber is in our food, right? But what you got to ask yourself is this. So we on dietary fiber, right? The question is, what is fiber? Now, this going to be y'all homework, right? This going to be y'all homework, y'all. This going to puzzle y'all motherfucking mind. All right? Might blow the corn off your motherfucking cob. You hear what I'm saying? Now, they say that we need dietary fiber, right? Now, let's look at what Wikipedia say about fiber, people. All right? Dietary fiber is the portion of plant-derived food that cannot be completely broken down by human digestive enzymes. We ain't even got to go no further. See, I don't want to lose y'all. That's how they lose y'all. Let's be real. The average person that went to college, we don't be knowing these big ass words, so we don't never go look it up. How many times you done got a bag of chips and you done ate something? They got a million different words on there. All these ingredients, superflex, glucose, manure, whatever. You don't go look this shit up. You just eat it, right? So you don't really know what you're putting inside of your system. All right. So let me run this definition back, because anybody with a brain should really get to asking deep questions within themselves. Check this out. Now they say we need dietary fiber, right? But why does it say right here that dietary fiber or roughage is the portion, keyword roughage, is the portion of plant-derived food that cannot, it's the key motherfucking word, cannot be completely broken down by human digestive enzymes. So what that means is that fiber, your avatar is not even designed to break down fiber. They just told you that. Dietary fiber or roughage is the portion of plant-derived food that cannot be completely broken down by human digestive enzymes. Okay, so ask yourself this. Riddle me this then. Since I see this motherfucker so smart. Riddle me this. Okay, if dietary fibers cannot be completely broken down by the digestive enzymes inside of these physical avatars we call bodies, then why do they put it in your food or your fodder, F-O-D-D-E-R? It clearly says that it cannot be completely broken down. If something that can't be completely broken down inside your digestive system, goddammit, that means you ain't supposed to be digesting it. Let me break it down in layman's terms. If it's some people sitting here and they're like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Okay? I get it. We in this together. Don't feel bad, all right? Basically, you know what I'm saying? The dietary fiber, you can't, your system doesn't break it down. So why are they putting this in your food? Why is your food named after something that is supposed to be for quote unquote cattle or livestock? I'm just asking questions. I'm just a black man with afro asking questions. They don't like that though. I'm just a nigga in the hood, let them tell it, asking questions. But they don't like that though. And I want y'all, I could answer that for y'all, but I want y'all to answer that. Cause see, when they taught us in school, and that's coming up in my next lecture, that's how they manipulated us, y'all. Cause the ancient way, the ancients taught the way your ancestors taught. They didn't just read a bunch of shit to you and then told you this what it was. They would ask a question and they would let you, or they would tell you to come up with a question about the universe. And then they would tell you to go home and that would be your homework to meditate on the question that you came up with. And then a week later, whenever you come back in class with the guru or whoever is teaching you in that ancient mystery school, you would have to answer the question. There's no right or wrong, because the ancestors knew if the soul is smart enough to come up with a question, it's smart enough to come up with the answer for it, because the soul knows all truths. Okay, so what I'm trying to get y'all, I'm not going to answer this for y'all, but just ask y'all self this. This is the homework. We talking about fiber because we're going to keep going. All right, but dietary fiber is supposed to be another form of nutrients that we need inside of us that they put inside of our food, our fodder or fooder. All right, and they're telling us that fiber is roughage. And it's the portion of plant-derived food that cannot be completely broken down. All right? And we know damn well that all the food that you eat is plant-derived, because a lot of people aren't vegan. The average person isn't a vegan. You're not eating no plant-based shit. You know, you eat processed food and meat all day. The average person is. Facts. All right? But let's stay focused. Let's keep going. So that's homework on that. Ask yourself this. If fiber can't be completely broken down inside of your digestive system, let me quote them verbatim, flip the camera back around. This is what they said. Them, your scientists. Your scientists, all right? I'm just a guy with an afro, let them tell it. All right? I don't know nothing, let them tell it. Dietary fiber or roughage is the portion of plant-derived food that cannot, I know how to motherfucking read though, and I know how to motherfucking infer. I didn't do bad, and I excelled in reading inference, all right? I know how to read between the lines. Dietary fiber or roughage is the portion of plant-derived food that cannot be completely broken down by human digestive enzymes, all right? Now, we know that we aren't humans. If you gather here today, you've been keeping up. But I'm just saying, we know who they trying to correlate this to, all right? Because all this shit be for us. It's not for them. Everything that they do is to protect their little human being species, all right? Everything they do is to attack ours. Factuals. This shit don't affect no human beings. It only affect the gods and the goddesses because we are electrical motherfucking beings. All right, but let's keep going, though. We not meat suit, and we don't have animal DNA. So if we had animal DNA like human beings do, like Caucasians and Asians and Mexicans and Dravidians and Arabs do, then guess what? This shit wouldn't affect us neither. This doesn't affect them. It only affects the electrical beings. So let's keep it going. All right? Does the body need fiber? That's the homework question. Ask yourself, does the body need fiber? If it can't be completely broken down, but y'all telling us we need it, the homework question is to ask yourself, does the body really need fiber? And once you meditate on that, then inbox me your answer. I ain't gonna answer anything for y'all. Let's keep it going, man. All right? Because some things is just common sense. What foods have zero protein? Now we getting good. Now we getting deep, people, because I just said, right? I just said, like, man, we don't need protein. You don't need protein in your body. I just told you the motherfucking gorilla, King Kong and them people, bro and them been living for years without no protein. And they stronger than you, and you invented them. I'm talking about the motherfucking gorilla. All right? So if the gorilla can exist out in nature and was created from one of our brothers, Zeus, Yakub, Satan, Prometheus, all right, when he was on this planet, and the gorilla can live up to 115 human-made years and don't take in no protein, all right? But they telling you that as a human being, black, Latino, because they're calling you a human being, even though you're not, they're telling you that you're a human being and that you need these proteins inside of your body. I'm telling you all this shit is chemicals to hurt you metaphysically, okay? So that's my thesis against them, all right? So now, I talked about the gorilla, right? But see, a lot of y'all might be like, nah, we need protein. Okay, so since we need protein, now this is my new question, right? Let's find this out, y'all. What foods have zero protein? All right, let's go. What foods have zero protein? Come on. All right. What foods have zero protein? All right. Let's find out. Because you need proteins and shit, right? Okay, you need proteins. That's what they telling you. They telling you that you need proteins, right? This is what they telling you. You need proteins in your body. I just showed you and told you, and you can go look for yourself. You got a smartphone. Use it. The gorilla, this nigga, be kixing it for a long ass time and don't put no protein in his body. He's very, very strong. All right. So now for us to really get to the bottom of protein and fats and sugars and shit to find out just how much you don't need it, what better way than to look up what foods don't have really protein in it like that and shit, right? So let's look at it. Okay. So healthy low protein foods include fruits, apples, bananas, pears, peaches, berries, grapefruit, vegetables, tomatoes, even though tomato is a fruit, but whatever. Vegetables, tomatoes, asparagus, peppers, broccoli. Even though broccoli isn't natural to the planet, that's a whole nother live though. Broccoli, leafy greens, and grains, rice, oats, bread, pasta, barley. Healthy fats includes avocados, olive oil, and coconut oil. Whoa. That's a lot of shit that don't have protein in it, really. Did they not just name all the electrical foods that I'm telling you that you need? I just told you that we are electrical beings, right? And that you do not need protein in your motherfucking body. And when we look up all the foods with low protein, they ain't named shit but fruits, vegetables, and grains. They just named, when I look, since y'all think I'm the nigga lying with the afro, I'm lying. You need protein, you need food in your body, huh? You need fodder in your body. No, you don't. No, you don't. Food ain't number proteins, carbohydrates, and fats, right? Different kind of fats. Monounsaturated fats, polyunsaturated, all that, whatever. Alright? But we ain't gotta get all fancy. That's how they lose you. Let's stay basic. Food breaks down to protein, fats, and carbohydrates. My motherfucking thesis was that we are gods and that you do not need food at all in your body. All you need is photon energy from the sun, which is why they be blocking out the sun with clouds, because they know this shit. You don't need no food. You don't. That's a fucking lie. Alright? So, we on protein still, and we're now looking up what foods have zero protein. Right? And when we looked up that, they pulling up, they apples and bananas and pears and peaches. Isn't that all the electrical foods? All right, did I not just tell you that you are a god and a goddess, and the only thing you need is you are plant-based, you eat electricity, all you need is the rays from the sun, literally, and water. And if you do want to eat fruits and vegetables, that's just like a snack to your physical avatar. But your physical avatar doesn't demand it. All right, your physical avatar demands the sun's energy, though. It needs that because we come from dark matter. We are made of dark matter energy. Dark matter energy created carbon. This is why we are the gods. We created the carbon, and carbon is the basis from which all life forms. That's why you breathe out carbon. All right. Let me put y'all on some more game real quick before we keep going. This is why they made these masks too, right? Let me give y'all another. See the mask? I just like it to hide my identity when I'm out in traffic. But a lot of times when I go in the store, I'm like this though. I really don't want to be like this too much because let me tell y'all something. When you go like this, remember I taught y'all about the throat chakra. Remember, you got the root chakra at the base of your tailbone. You got your sacral chakra, that's your penis, your vagina. You got your solar plexus, that's your third one. You got the love chakra, which is the heart. You got the throat chakra, which is the communication. You got the pineal gland chakra, and then you got the crown chakra, right?
Thank y'all for tuning in to Ask Spiritual Crazy Funny Reactions. Peace and love.